every color represents an eighth degree of temperature differentials. So the blues are always going to be colder than the reds. You can see how the colors start to change. And so this particular image is exactly the same as this one, even though that might look quite a bit scarier, and exactly the same as this one. And so when the doctors read it, they look at it in black and white in grayscale. They have a computer program. It'll analyze every little pixel to see if there's a feeding pattern. So the tumor will be a little bit cooler, and then you would see actually feeding of more heat, more blood vessels feeding that tumor. And so that's what we're looking for. And so it's very common to have patches of red, patches of heat. Often it's fibrocystic breast activity. So a little bit too much synthetic estrogens. You want to open up detox pathways. And usually not everybody's the same from one breast to the other. So there's always going to be your unique pattern. And that's why it's important to do comparative studies over time. So what we see today should look exactly the same in 30 years. And when there starts to be a change, there is a developing pathology, which often we can see reversed for the better. Once we have a little bit of a red flag, we know how to focus therapy.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And then you were saying that these patches could be a little lymphatic congestion.
So this is definitely not diagnostic, but generally speaking, when we see redness under the arms, which is major like lymph nodes, we tend to see more lymphatic congestion, and that feeds into the breast area. So you always want to make sure that your lymphatic system is flowing in a healthy way, and there's a lot of self-care that you can do to help with that. Often the redness here, very, very common. Pretty much rarely don't see anybody that doesn't have some areas around their neck that mostly correlate with neck tension. Sort of neck tension. Most people will have more heat under their chest. Now this image is slightly a diagonal view. It's not a straightforward view, so it looks a little bit uneven from one side to the next. We're doing a side view here. But generally everybody will have more heat under the breast region. Sometimes it can correlate with some heart issues or epigastric issues, and that's where the doctors will come in to distinguish what more. When we do like a full body, they'll start to analyze those aspects of it.
So interesting.